Welcome to episode 61 of Lost in Immersion, your weekly 45-minute stream about innovation. As VR and AR veterans, we will discuss the latest news of the immersive industry. Hello, guys! Once again, we are here together to talk about innovation, and Fabien is the first to start.
Hello. Okay, yeah. So yesterday was the yearly Apple conference, WWC 24, and there was a lot of announcements that we will talk about today. And on my side, I will talk about the updates on the Vision Pro and the Vision OS that were announced yesterday. So first, I think since the announcement, we were wondering how the deployment of the Vision Pro will be done on multiple countries. So as of last February, it was only in the US. And so it's expanding. So Australia, Canada, France, and Germany in July, and China, Japan, and Singapore end of June. So it's interesting to see the choice of countries that they deploy in. Um, so yeah, maybe let's start with that. Actually, do you have any comments or opinions about the countries that they chose, and maybe some insights around that? Seb?
No, I would like to know if they will announce more things because to make another buzz when the devices are available in this country. Uh, they announced, and I will let you talk about it, but they announced a lot of new functionality in their Vision OS, but I'm not sure they're gonna hit the market well if they do the same as what they did in the US. We saw a lot of device being sent back. So yeah, we'll see if they progress on the application that are available and functionality that are available on the device and maybe the ease of use between users, being able to share it more easily with someone else. See how it goes.
Yeah, I'm very surprised that Canada was not in the first list because given the number of Apple Vision Pro that we can see on the marketplace, I thought it was available already. I guess most of them got them in the US and shipped them to Canada. But yeah, the biggest question here, I guess, is um, maybe all the person that were interested in this device already got it through the US. So is it too late, or will there be another wave of users? I don't know, because when you are seeing, well, you would say it's the internet and social media, but when you are looking at it, you can see that people all around the world already got their hand on the Apple Vision Pro, and you are a great example, Fabien, because you got yours as well. So maybe the good numbers that we had at the launch in the US are not so true, given that maybe most international users already bought them in the US. So we'll see. It will be very interesting to see the numbers in those countries. And if it's a big fail, we'll know that they already reach the highest number of users through the US launch.
Yeah, that's a very good point. See how, as you were saying, like all the developers and geeks, quote unquote, without access to someone in the US could maybe buy it now in these countries, or maybe because it's Asia and Europe, it would be easier for them to buy it. If they are not, like, I don't know, for example, someone in Italy could go to France or Germany to buy one. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. Now to the Vision OS feature. So Vision OS 2, they have a lot of updates. The first one interesting is WebXR that we talked about. We did a test a couple of weeks ago. For now, you had to go to developer settings and activate it to be able to use it. Now it will be activated by default. So I think that's opens up a lot of very good opportunities for alternative app store. Like if you don't want to go through to the process of pushing an app through the app store, you can go through the WebXR way. Especially as the inside camera can be used in WebXR, that's very good. I didn't see any information about the outside camera AR, so it seems to be only VR. I forgot the exact name, but VR WebXR session. So yeah, it's a bit disappointing, but maybe they have good reasons for that. If we go again to other features, so since the beginning they had travel mode for planes. Now they support trains as well. Okay. The feature that allows you to get a virtual display of your Mac on the Vision Pro got improved. So now you have two 4K ultra wide virtual desktop. And I saw something that's quite interesting. They say that the dynamic foveation, so like the rendering the full resolution only where you are looking at, they say it's done on the Mac. So I don't know if it's a mistake of the article I saw, or if it's like a special feature where they optimize the performances by doing the foveation on the Mac. I don't know. So I thought it was quite interesting. And they have new gestures, so hand up and tap to bring home, so you don't have to press on the digital crown anymore. You can do it with the hand. And the hand flip and tap gesture as well for like quick access to the control center, battery level, and so on. And finally, SharePlay to look at pictures and videos. So SharePlay is you have someone else in another Vision Pro somewhere else, you can see like the hologram floating beside you, and you can look at the same pictures. I tested it with a friend here, and I have to say it's quite the presence can be felt, I think. So I didn't test the SharePlay, but we tested it on another app. And I think because of the quality of the avatar, like it's, of course, it's not like a real presence, but I found it quite fun to do. And finally, it's a good transition to other subjects. The spatial pictures get an upgrade. So if you have a picture that was taken flat, they can use AI to do the to specialize it. So yeah, that's it. So a lot of like small features that add up. And so I think nothing groundbreaking, to be honest.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No,
But
but nice feature. Yes, the true 4K screen. I think that was missing. That's really what will make the user wants to switch to the Vision Pro to have a bigger screen without spending a lot of money. So that makes a lot of sense. And for the gesture, that's funny that they had this kind of gesture, which was already the kind of gesture that we had with HoloLens from the start, like tapping your hand, having a menu directly on your wrist. And I feel like still the HoloLens way of doing things, it's not a gesture that you do in your everyday life compared to just doing that. This is something that you will do often, and I wonder if it will not get sometimes confused. The headset will get confused in the gesture you will do when you interact with something. So I wonder if they went the right way, if they really studied all the different things that needs to be done, like Microsoft seems to have done for the HoloLens. We'll see.
Yeah, it's a very good point. And do you think that they are increasing the number of gesture through time to make people use and learn, not with a very slow learning curve? Because you have the pinch. I know back in the days when we were using the HoloLens, people had a lots of trouble doing the pinch because they were not really pinching; they were just doing that, and it was not working. So maybe those gestures are coming in the main global use, and yeah, also I don't know how they called
Bloom,
it, the zoom,
Bloom,
bloom.
Bloom,
Yeah,
like
this one was hard
afterwards.
for some people as well. So I guess all gesture are needs to be learned. um, and yeah, maybe they are just increasing, like with the games we talked about what if last week, and this gesture are brought from level to level for people not to have too many information at once. So we'll see if in 2 years we'll have like 10 gestures to interact with the Apple Vision Pro or not. And
Okay.
my other point was that it's really weird that Meta announced a new update as well, like last week. So you can see that they can't be alone announcing something. The other one is always taking some part of the bandwidth as well. So we are living a real battle between those two and
Mm.
those three, because Google was supposed to be part of this, but we don't really know their part yet.
Yeah, actually, maybe it's a topic for next week. Hopefully, the um, update on the Quest will be rolled out. I don't know when, to have a better mixed reality experience. Something that I forgot to mention last week when I talked about what if is even if there was a scan of my face when we purchased the Vision Pro. So I don't think this is not customized, just the size, but I was using it in a bright room, and I could see some of you who already used headsets might have this experience when you have some light that come through holes between the headset and the face, and you see the reflection on the screens or on the lenses. That was a bit disturbing as well. So really have to really fit it perfectly. And back to what you were saying, Seb, about having a large virtual display. I think the weight of the headset, I don't know, maybe using it like completely laying down. But what if is like 45 minutes, and I took a break in the middle to. It was I was starting really to feel the pressure. So yeah, not surprising.
Mm.
Okay, so we can move on to Seb, I guess.
Sure. So I wanted to follow up on also what Apple announced on their conference, which is Apple Intelligence, so their AI, and the way they want to implement it on their OS system. And they showcase a couple of functionality. So the idea is to embed that directly in the OS, like a bit like Copilot, but everything will be run locally from what they are saying. And you will be able to go through your email, ask them to be rewrite in a more professional or more casual way. They will provide hints on how to rewrite it. You will be able to generate emoji depending on prompt that you will. And they showcase here an example where they say they want a T-Rex wearing a tutu on a surfboard, and it generates a couple of pictures, and then you can select it and send it with your message. Same idea with images. So you can prompt what you want in the kind of environment that you want, and select the kind of rendering that you want. If you want maybe something like a drawing or an illustration or a sketch, and it will generate your picture. Same idea with changing the face of someone, and having a picture of someone on your mobile will allow you to make a character based on their faces. When you do a sketch, you will be able to add some picture, and based on drawing, it will generate pictures from a click inside the application. So a lot of things, and of course, all this they announced like a big upgrade on Siri that will allow you to, on your mobile, say that you want to know and be alerted when it's time for you to go and pick up your daughter, for example, at school or at an event. And it will go through your message and everything that you exchange on your different platform, email and messages, and find out which event it is, what time, and what is the traffic to go there, and so what time you have to go. So a lot of day-to-day functionality, which seems amazing, although they didn't share like a ChatGPT 4o, a live demo where they really do it on their mobile phone. It's more a pre-recorded video. And another option is now to type to Siri. So instead of using your voice, if you don't want to use your voice, you can type what you want Siri to search for or do for you. So a lot of things, quite impressive. I don't know, Fabien or Guillaume, which one of you want to start on your feedback about that?
Yeah. So I have a lot of things to say about that. First, as usual with Apple, it's very well executed. It's integrated. So the transition for people, they will just like see the new feature when they update to iOS 19, 19, 18. Anyway, I'm lost in the numbers. So yeah, my guess is that because it's really well integrated, the switch for people to use it is easier. I saw as well that a lot of things, as you said, Seb, will be handled natively, but they say also like the most power consuming or operations will be handled like on a private Apple Silicon server, something like that. And of course, they do a whole pitch about how everything is private and only the necessary data is sent. And so, okay, we just have to trust them, you know. And finally, we discussed a lot over the past month about, you know, like the human pin AI stuff or the rabbit small device. And I think, you know, with the announcements a few weeks ago of Google and Apple Intelligence, they just basically killed all these devices.
They,
kind
they
of.
were already known as scam
Yeah.
now, so
Yeah, there was not a lot of things to kill, but yeah. So I guess let's take a bet. The next step for Apple is to release glasses, right?
yeah.
That's the so yeah, and the feature on pictures is pretty scary. Like, can you find me all the picture of someone, and you say the name, and they find you all the picture of that person? That's it's not. If it works well, it's really good.
Well, on this part is not new. On Google Photo, you can already filter by name
Yeah.
the name of the person you have taken. Yeah.
Yeah, it's for my part. I think it's very interesting to see that 1 year and a half after the announcement of ChatGPT, we are already in the full integration of those technology through Apple, Google, or Microsoft ecosystem. So it's going very very fast, and I hope the Apple integration is better than the Google one. I tried the latest Gemini integration through YouTube, Maps, and all their ecosystem, and it's really not as good as we could have expected, meaning that there is no interconnection between all those. You can ask YouTube, you can ask Gmail, but for example, if you want Gemini to identify your PDF attachment in an email, for example, it can't access it. But if you download the PDF to the Google Drive, then it can open the PDF. So you can see that it's really not that well integrated, and one integration, like they're supposed to support the YouTube one. I just asked to create me a playlist in my profile about any kind of song, and it can't do that because it can't create content. So between what they are announcing and what is really here, I guess there are still some steps to go up, but we know that Apple is always the best in this. But yeah, one funny part is that I'm always surprised that the biggest feature is that you can generate emoji. Because this is the first step, the first thing they showcase. Is, yeah, you can generate emoji. So maybe I'm too old for this. I don't really understand the whole emoji stuff. I guess it's a generational stuff between the older one that are doing emojis everywhere and a younger one as well. But there is yeah a space between where I
Hmm.
don't really understand the whole stuff there. But yeah, but if people are happy to have like dozens and thousands and millions emojis to search from and spend some time choosing the right one, go for it.
I think the designer at Apple now has children, and maybe it's their way of trying to get in contact with them and more closer to them by sending funny pictures like that and funny emoji, more contextualized. Uh, we'll see. And but like you, I find it funny that they did not that they went to different use case like that, and the use case more functional where you just need an information and don't want to go to Google Map, Google Street View, and find the error of when something needs to happen, and link that all that and provide an answer that is correct to you in a matter of seconds. That's a much more useful use of the technology.
Yeah, we'll have to see because I don't know if you are a user of Perplexity, but this is a platform very well made now for extensive research and very efficient results as well. So you can see that new players are now well established, and we'll see if Apple and Google can be as efficient as those as well.
Mm. And something funny for me is that they did not announce any links to the Vision Pro, which could have been a nice upgrade of functionality also, being able to really... I guess it will be compatible because you can use your Mac and have your screen on in the Vision Pro and you can interact with AI this way. I'm not sure it will be able to use the cameras and stuff that you see and in front of you with the Vision Pro though. And yeah, you were going to say, Fab, sorry.
Sorry. Yeah. One thing that so if you mentioned it, but just at the end, they just drop the name ChatGPT. So it's like, oh, for complex tasks, Siri will be able to reach out to ChatGPT GPT-4o for more details, more information. So yeah, it's quite strange, or of course it's a complete strategy. Like they just spend like 95% of the videos. Yeah, Apple AI in this. Oh, by the way, you can talk to ChatGPT as well through Siri. So yeah, interesting.
Yeah, there is a drama underlying there because Microsoft was not very happy with this. So I guess they will be doing some negotiation between those because there are partnerships contract between different companies. So we'll see what will be done with there. There are lots of rumors as well about surrounding OpenAI and their uh, roadmap and toxicity. So we'll see if OpenAI can stay that on that level for quite some time. But we'll see. Yeah, there are drama going on.
Okay. And I wanted to talk also today about the Earth2 announcement from NVIDIA. So it's a weather simulation, precise to, they say, 2 kilometers. And they're working on making it even closer to the meta to be able to simulate like winds and how the rain will affect a city locally, so around a building. They announced that this kind of simulation is 3,000 times less power consuming than the simulation that currently exists. And they use AI simulation and physical simulation and 3D rendering on their platform to simulate the whole impact of something on Earth based on the data that they gather online, and then they can simulate based on that a couple of days forward how the situation will look locally. So quite an impressive work, and they announced that they will move forward every year on that and announce at their conference more and more advancements on their project. And also they announced that it was 1,000 times faster than the usual simulation based on physics model. So quite impressive announcement. I don't know if it will be available to users like us right away, but it's already used in Singapore, I think they said, for weather forecast on TV. So yeah, Guillaume, if you have any...
Yeah, it's very surprising that NVIDIA is really going like everywhere, and they are gaining lots of power all around. So I don't know if it's not too much for them. We'll see if it's possible to work on the software part on all those fields and keep um, their head in the hardware as well. We know that, well, Microsoft is one of them. We know that now on the stock market. And NVIDIA is one of the biggest one as well. So really interesting to see the curve that NVIDIA got in the past few years. It's really impressive.
Yeah, yeah. To precise, all the things they are saying, all the things that we see in the movie are generated with Omniverse simulation. So right from their platform. Yeah, I don't know, Fabi, if you have any feedback on that.
Not much actually. Yeah, it's like a real digital twin. Like makes a very nice sense of the word digital twin. And yeah, as you said, it's really crazy to see like the stock price of NVIDIA, how it grows over the like the if one company has benefited from AI, like yeah, that's NVIDIA.
Yeah,
Right.
there was a comic strip about this, and it was like a banner for gold digging, and you had OpenAI, Microsoft, Google, and Meta. They all had their shovel in hand, and the one selling the shovel was Nvidia, and uh, he was having so much money behind that. So it's very funny to see that the one benefiting from it is not uh, always the front end. The back end is always one of the key player, and he's basically the only one on the market right now, as AMD or completely lost the battle there. Maybe they will wake up at some point, but yeah, it's very interesting to see that they 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 have the whole market for them now.
Yeah, as you are mentioning it, I wanted to talk about that also with the Apple Intelligence battle and the Copilot announcement and their specific device with AI integrated chipset. It seems like they go different ways in between NVIDIA doing now specific card for artificial intelligence. Apple seems to go to another way and try to use their own chipset to do the whole thing. And Microsoft is, as they were doing it with the HoloLens, they tried to use a specific chipset to do that. So we'll see which one worked the best. If there is really an improvement by using another chipset or not. But something that was interesting, I think, in the Copilot presentation is that they announced also a lot of performance and really low usage of battery, because they are using the chipset to depending of your usage, change the battery consumption. So that's also an interesting part that is not part of the Apple strategy right now. So I think that was interesting also to note.
Yeah.
And that's it for me. Guillaume, if you want to move on your
Okay.
subject.
Yeah, sure. Two quick subjects, if I can get this right. Okay. Oh, so the first quick topic is about McDonald's, that is releasing a metaverse. Yes, you heard it right. A new metaverse is coming, and as usual, because we are not used to this, it is coming to Singapore. Because as we already talked about, weirdly, all the new metaverses are coming in Asia for some reason. I guess they didn't let the ball down there, so they are just keeping working on metaverses, and it seems to work there. So basically, what it's doing, it's a free app for users to uh, play or interact all together, and you can create new McDonald's meals and one thing that I found very interesting is that you are able to create your own restaurant. So if you are catching the thing here, they are just making a whole market analysis and trying to see what is the best for the customer in Singapore, I guess. So very smart from their part, and we'll see what can be issued from that. So yeah, Metaverse is not dead, at least in Asia. So we'll see if we can get our end in this app in some near future. But yeah, and the other, oh yeah, if you want to say something first.
Yeah, if you want to be really picky about the wording, and so metaverse has a lot of different meanings, but supposedly metaverse should be something a bit open. So this is like, in the McDonald's app, it's pretty closed environment, but still it's really cool to see, everything that was that comes from, Second Life and VRChat, Roblox, and stuff like that, that is really used by brands all over the world. So pretty nice move from McDonald's, I think.
Yeah, it's really the one of the latest definition we had from for the metaverse. You know, the meta archipel or micro metaverse or so on, which mean that you have all the keys of your metaverse, meaning the collaborative. You can spend money, which is, you can be real or not or whatever, and you can interact. And because we are still limited with our capability to create a whole 24/7 world with millions and millions of users in it. So of course we have to do what we can with what we have. So yeah, you're absolutely right. At some point we were not so happy with this kind of app, but we are taking what's coming. And yeah, of course, it would be better if this kind of app would be on a global universe or market. But I guess we can forget about this from now for quite some times, I guess. Seb?
Yeah, I have some doubt on the usefulness of this kind of metaverse application, metaverse quote unquote, because it's a multiplayer game.
Yeah, it's purely
So,
marketing. Yeah,
hmm,
we agree. Yeah.
so yeah, that's about it for me.
Okay.
I would rather prefer they teach people things through this kind of lesson on that.
But you can get free meals for 1 year. You would be very happy to eat at McDonald's for a whole year. No.
Yeah.
So last topic is about a thesis that have been released. It's about visualizing brain connection in VR. I found it very interesting to experiment. And this is a GitHub project. You can download it and try it on your Meta Quest 2. Well, it's Unity based, so it's kind of project for us to try and to learn more from them. So I will give you the link in the description for you to try this. So that's it.
Interesting.
Anything more to add? we we said we would be quick this this time, but finally it's way longer than expected as well, as always. So any last words?
All good.
Okay, so see you next week for another episode of Lost in Immersion. See you guys.
See you.
Thanks.
Thanks.